For millions of years, human existence followed a predictable rhythm. Small bands wandered from place to place, lived off what nature provided, and kept moving. It wasn't until around 9000 BCE, in a small ecological niche, that early humans began domesticating specific plants and animals, settling into the first basic farming villages. When these communities spread to the river valleys of Mesopotamia, they discovered an incredible geographic advantage. By digging extensive canals from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, they channeled the water directly into their fields, causing their annual crop yields to spike. This chart shows the dramatic difference between basic village food consumption and the towering spike in Mesopotamian food production. They had achieved an agricultural surplus, harvesting far more food than the immediate population needed to survive the year. Suddenly, a massive portion of the population didn't need to spend their days tilling soil, gathering plants, or hunting animals to ensure their own survival. All of that newly freed time required people to figure out what to do with their days. The mechanics of daily human existence shifted from pure survival to the pursuit of entirely new activities and skills. A sudden abundance of food created a societal vacuum. Human beings were forced to reorganize how they lived together, sparking a chain reaction that would result in the first true civilizations. The engine driving this massive reorganization was located in southern Mesopotamia, within the walls of a dense mega-settlement called Uruk. Because the fields produced so much excess grain, citizens could put down their farming tools and pick up new trades. The community could support dedicated craftsmen, paying metalworkers and potters in surplus food so they could focus entirely on their specific skills. With thousands of people producing specialized goods and excess grain, the community needed a centralized way to collect and redistribute it all. They built massive temples, like Uruk's House of Heaven, which doubled as the central wealth storehouses for the entire settlement. Managing this centralized economy required a new class of people. Administrators and priest rulers emerged, acting as intermediaries between the citizens, their patron deities, and the grain silos. To manage their newfound plenty, these early humans traded the relatively flat structure of village life for a strict social hierarchy, turning their settlement into a highly stratified city-state. Processing all that grain, livestock, and pottery quickly broke the limits of human memory. No single administrator could accurately remember who had paid their taxes or how much barley was left in the temple. If the elites couldn't track what was coming in and going out, their system of wealth distribution would fail, and their authority over the city would collapse into chaos. Their solution was to invent a physical memory aid device. They began making marks in clay to track specific resources and manage the daily economic life of the city. Over time, those early accounting marks evolved into cuneiform script. The pictographic symbols representing sheep and grain became a complete system for recording information. Early administrators didn't invent writing to record poetry, mythology, or history. They developed it as a desperate technology to manage the logistics of a giant warehouse. This map highlights Uruk's demographic dominance. By 4000 BCE, the settlement was 10 times larger than neighboring communities. This effective model spread outward. Uruk established colonies, exporting its urban methods eastward to the Iranian plateau and northward toward Anatolia. Wherever it went, this model established 3 core pillars: a stratified society, the fixed framework of a city, and administered through writing. Around 3100 BCE, the original Uruk network mysteriously collapsed and its trade links were severed, but the structural technology it pioneered survived. Over the following centuries, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians drew upon this urban foundation, refining administrative tools to build their own sprawling empires. Every modern metropolis, complete with diverse specialized jobs, stark wealth inequality, complex administration, and written laws, operates on the exact same framework drafted in southern Mesopotamia over 5,000 years ago.